For today's drawing, you're going to need a pencil. I'm going to use this pen so that you can see better on the screen. To draw your part of the sunflower, find the middle and make a dot. Rotate your paper and repeat it so that you now have a dot on the bottom and one side. Connect those dots with a large curved line. Next, we're going to make 4 petals. For that, we need 5 marks on the curve, 1 on the side, 1 at the bottom, and 3 in between. Use those marks to draw wavy, curvy lines for your petals. They kind of look like triangles or Hershey Kisses, don't they? Check out the petals on these sunflowers to give you some more ideas. Between these petals, make a second row to fill in the empty space. Do you see how mine are so tall they actually go off my paper? I'm drawing 3 full petals and 2 partial petals at the edges for a total of 5 petals in the second row. Who's ready to color, baby, color? Choose any of the warm colors for your petals. I like to start with one color and then change to a different color and blend the two together in between for a more interesting and kind of realistic look. Let's go back to those sunflower pictures from earlier, shall we? This time, focus on the colors of the petals. Some petals are lighter at the pointed tip and get darker as you go to the flower's center. Some look like they have stripes, while others may only have 2 colors, a dark and light yellow. How will you color your sunflower's petals? While you're coloring, place your holding hand, that's the hand that holds the paper still, on an area where you haven't colored. You can also steady the paper by using just the tips of your fingers instead of your entire giant hand. Keep an eye on your coloring hand also. You don't want it smearing any pastel across your paper, so you might need to turn your paper every once in a while. And don't forget to color those petals back in the second row as well. For the background, choose just one cool color to fill it all in. Keep an eye on where your holding hand and coloring hand are on your paper, as it's really starting to fill up now with all that oil pastel. The center of the sunflower looks like it's made of several rings, kind of like a target symbol. So here's where we get to have a little color fun. You can use whatever colors you want for your center rings. It helps me to first trace a curved line that we drew earlier, then draw short quick lines, kind of like a controlled scribble, to follow that curved line. Then I'll choose a new color and make another scribble line that touches the first one, and I'll continue until I've filled it all in. Some of my scribble lines will be really thick and some of them will be really thin to give even more variety and interest to my picture. To complete your sunflower, trace all of the pencil lines with a black oil pastel. It'll really make those petals pop. If the black oil pastel or your fingers get way too dirty, you can clean them off by wiping them on the messy mat. If you add your sunflower artwork with 3 more pieces, you'll make a completed groovy looking sunflower.